Hey everybody,
Welcome to Cooking with Mo and Deb.
hi y'all.
Hello.
We're gonna cook an easy supper tonight that anybody can make.
That sounds like a good plan to me.
You don't have to be a chef. You don't even have to like to cook to make this. It's so easy.
It's the kind of recipes or kind of meals that I
Mhm.
like. Quick and easy.
I call this a Brady Bunch recipe.
A Brady Bunch recipe?
Yeah.
You can make it for a bunch.
Well, you can, but it's a Brady Bunch recipe because if y'all are mine and Deb's age and you watch the Brady Bunch, Alice was always making something with hamburger meat.
I did not remember that. I did watch it all the time, but I didn't remember that.
Back in the 70s, we ate a lot of hamburger meat, didn't we?
Yes.
A lot of red meat. A lot
I
of red
still
meat.
do.
Yes, we do too. So the only thing you really need for this is this is ground round. You need a can of Campbell's golden mushroom soup, and you need some salt and pepper. So what we're going to do is the only seasoning you want in your hamburger is salt and pepper. I'm just going to throw some of that to it. Now, Deb, have you made this before?
I have made it, but I use beefy mushroom instead of
Okay.
golden, but I have used golden before
Okay.
because I,
Sometimes
for
you
some
can't
reason,
find.
didn't have the beefy
Yes.
mushroom that I want. So beefy mushroom is another way to go.
Okay. And you can use a creamy mushroom soup. The cream of
I
mushroom.
have never used the cream of.
It's
to
really
do it.
good.
Okay.
And then y'all, I usually serve this with mashed potatoes
That's what we
and
would
some
have.
kind of green bean or something.
Right.
But
Because
yeah,
it makes a good gravy, and it's really good to put
it
it on
does.
the gravy on your potatoes.
Yes, and I don't make real big patties.
Mm-hmm.
Not like you're going to do a hamburger. I make them about this size right here, so not very big. And that way I can get more. And when we were raising the kids, they loved this meal.
Yeah.
They loved it.
I've made it all my kids' lives too, and I've made it for people. I've
Mhm.
never. I mean, people have always loved it that
Yes.
I've made it for. So
Good.
we
So
make it
this
a
is
lot.
one of those meals, y'all, where you can whip it up in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you let the hamburger cook a little while before
I
you put the soup
do.
on?
I go ahead and I call it frying my burgers. I go ahead and fry them up. And then when they're almost done, it's when I put the mushroom soup in.
That's how
So,
I do it.
Deb, if you want to go ahead and open that and get a bowl or something, I mix in some water with
Oh,
it.
okay.
Because you want that
So
saucy gravy.
that's true. So the golden mushroom is a little more thick, I guess,
Yep.
than the beefy mushroom
Yes, because
is.
it's more like a consomme.
It is
More
a
like
lot like a consomme. Yes, I've actually even used a beef consomme and a beefy mushroom together before.
It
So
makes sense.
so I'll get a bowl.
Okay. So this is making about 3, 4, 5, 6 burgers. And it was just barely a pound of meat. So, like I said, you can mix it up. You can do golden mushroom. You can do cream of mushroom. Or you could really do any cream soup. That would be good. You really could. I'm going to add just a little more salt and pepper to
Do
these.
you know how much water you put with it?
I usually just eyeball it, maybe about what you got. Yeah, about like that.
A can of soup, a can of
Yep.
a soup can of water.
Yep, I think so. So I'm going to let y'all peep in here. Well, you can see them from there, though. See what size those burgers are. They just fill up what size skillet is
That one's a
this?
10-inch.
10-inch skillet. Deb knows her skillets.
I do know my skillets.
So we're going to let these burgers fry, and then we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we have got our hamburger patties mostly done. I went ahead and took them out of the pan and got rid of the extra grease because we don't need that extra grease, right?
Right.
And Deb's got her water and soup mix, and she's just going to pour that over those burgers just like that.
There you go.
And what we're going to do from here is we're just going to give them a stir real good, make sure they're all nice and coated. And then we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to reduce the heat down to about like a simmer. And we're just going to let these babies simmer for a little while, maybe 25, 30 minutes. And then we'll be back to show you the final product. Stay tuned. It's supper time, y'all.
And our hamburger steaks are done, right?
That's right. We can call these hamburger steaks.
That's what I always
can't
call
we?
them. What do you call them?
I don't know. I think I don't have a name for them.
Let's,
So we need to name them. Our ground beef mushroom patties. I don't know. But y'all, they look
They smell really good.
They smell really good. There they are. I'm going to put a couple on a plate here because you can't eat just one. It's like a Lay's potato chip. You cannot eat just one. I'm going to get them
with lots of good gravy on them.
Yes. And do you like gravy on your potatoes?
I do.
I do too. Could have used a little more water in there, I think, Deb.
Possibly.
Look at that.
That looks good, don't it?
Look at that, y'all.
What a good meal. Are we forgetting something? Well, do you want to put some bread on some butter on a roll?
Oh, y'all, we made some butter.
Just spread a little. We're going to tell you all about the butter in a video, but this is some cinnamon. What do we call it?
Texas Roadhouse copycat butter. I don't know. Cinnamon honey butter.
Honey butter.
Isn't that what it is?
I think so.
Here, I'm going to give you half. No.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's my hand. And these are Sister Schubert's rolls, right?
They're not
can't go wrong with Sister Schubert's rolls either.
That's good.
I've told you about Mrs. Rhodes rolls. Have you ever had those?
I saw them at the grocery store for the first time.
They're in the freezer section. But you do have to let those rise. And they're really, really good.
Yeah.
But when you're in a pinch, you don't want to wait. Sister Schubert's is there to save you.
But y'all, this honey butter, y'all going to have to make this. It's really good.
We're going to tell you about it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we've got the video. It's good to go. So try this easy supper and feed your family. When you're in a hurry, this is a perfect thing. We've got some creamed potatoes and a can of corn, and we're good to go. So y'all, you would really enjoy it, I think.
I definitely agree.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye, y'all.